all okay? Happy Sunday. There you go, get a bit more of the skyline. That's nice, isn't it? Happy Sunday to everybody. Hope you're all okay. Welcome to a Sunday live. Sunday session. Tenerife Sunday Sessions live. That's what I named it. Without Shelley, but no singing today because Shelley's back in the UK. She's not here at the moment. I'm just waiting for my chat to catch up on me. So I've set my computer up today. I've been outside already. I feel like one of those people today that's... do you remember when you were at primary school and the weather was that hot you're allowed to work outside? I feel like that today. It's been one of them days today. It's been pretty good. Let's see, we've got on the chat. We have, let's see, we've got a few people on at the moment. We've got just a few people catching us up with us. Let's see, we've got Ray Duffy. Hi, happy Sunday, Rick from Dull. 11.5, very good, very nice. Craig Andrews on. Hi, Charlie, how you doing? Live, I thought Shelley was back in the UK and went to Newcastle to watch Foreigner. She did, Craig. She had a fantastic time. She had a great time doing that, watching that. She said it was amazing. Unless you're doing a live stream from the UK and Tenerife. No, literally just me today. Charlie, I'll explain about that one in a second. Ali Bennett says, hi Ali, how are you? Hi Maria, how are you doing? JJ, good afternoon sir. When you know, you do. Craig Andrews, Anne saying hi to Anne. And I've just jumped a load of chats. Natalia, goedemiddag. Craig Andrews, back on. Anne, Una's on. Charlie says, how come you work in Lanzarote? Right. Hi, roasting in Costa Dechi. Finally, Zach. Nice one, Zach. Well done. Sandra, good afternoon. SRM, how are you? MRM must be around there somewhere as well. Say hi to him for me as well. Charlie, I am the Lanzarote thing. I went back into sales back at the Flamingo Hotel. Wow, about 7 weeks ago, 6-7 weeks ago. It's a job that I was doing for about a year and a half before before the lockdown. And he asked me to go back, and I did. And it's a commission-only job, which is tough, but I'm quite confident in the ability of myself. And I did well first time round, so I thought I'd do it again. The trouble is, it's not the same. People are not back in the island yet. The people are genuinely not here on the island yet. So the job was a struggle. Did it, kept going, and that's the reason why I took the compare work on as well. So I managed to keep going. But in the end, it just wasn't there. Commission only, it just wasn't working. So I pulled away from that and decided instead to do full-time compare work, because doing this here now, even what I'm doing now, is a fantastic way of cutting your teeth and getting your confidence up. And I've got hair. It needs cutting. Doing the confidence work, and that's what I thought I'd do. The owner of the hotel asked me to come in, and I thought he's obviously wondering why I've left. So I did go in, and then he offered me to set up the Lanzarote side, and I looked at it, thought about it, declined it, and then he said, well, what happens if I give you a guarantee? And that's it, really. That's the short and tall of it. So I'm doing a job that I've already done, I already know, and it's now over in Lanzarote. So I said, I can only do 4 days, can't do 5 days, and that's more for the relationship, me and Shelley. I didn't want to go for 5 days. I didn't move to Tenerife to think about moving and going living in Lanzarote. So that's the reason why I've done it. So at the moment I said, look, let's try for 3 months, see how it works. Within 3 months we'll all know whether it'll work, whether it'll suit me, whether or not, and that's where we're at, really. So that's pretty much what's happened over there. So and it's doing all right. I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's novel. It's a novelty, isn't it? At the moment, once the novelty runs out, then it'll be interesting. I'm putting weight back on because the blinking hotel food's just phenomenal. So I really need to watch out about that. Plus, when you're bored, you tend to go to the bar and just sit and have a drink. So I drink a couple of pints. Before you know it, like last week. I had 16 pints of lager in a week. Not last week, the week before. And I'm like, what's that about? It's just 4 pints, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the evening, nothing spectacular. But there's 16 pints, 4 days. It's ridiculous. So you just got to be careful with it, really. Just watch how it goes with there. A couple of things. I've just missed a load of chat. Sorry about that. I am on my own. Shelley's in the UK. So let's see who else is on. Anne's on. Hi, Anne. Alan Fraser. Long time no see. Yeah. When you know, you know. Michelle Conroy. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Craig Helsby. Hi, Craig. He is indeed. MRM, where are you? He's around there somewhere. He's got to be. I've got hair. I'll tell you what. There's a couple of things again that I want to talk about. Tenerife Uncovered, right? Couple of things. Number one, it's not me. It's 100% not. I don't have time for stuff like that. Number two, I would never condone a site that would allow the trolling that went on in the comments. So I'd never do that. Number three, it looks like he's heard that and he's tidied it up, which is better, because then it's becoming the parody account of how I think it should be, where he takes the mick out of people. He then put a picture of me on with hair. So I looked at it, 2 things about that. It's in go into the community bit and it's in there. The first bit, I looked at it and went, where the hell did he get that picture from? Because I've got no idea. Because I can't remember having hair on YouTube. There's a plane coming over, sorry. And the second thing was, I actually did, I commented on it, I had hair envy. You coming in? I actually had hair envy. And I'm like, what's that all about? So it's just funny. So if you do watch Tenerife Uncovered, if you are out there and you're watching it, I do like the parody style of stuff that you're doing. I think I've got a sense of humour. I hope I've got a sense of humour like everybody else. So I do like it. It was the trolling bit that I couldn't get away with. But it does look like you seem to have got hold of that a bit in your comments, and you're tidying that up again. It's not fair to to troll. It's not fair to have a platform for trolls to be allowed to just abuse people, because that's not to me not comedy, and that's the issue that I had. But it does look like you're going you're tidying it up. So well done. Keep them coming. I think they're funny. I genuinely think they're funny. I've seen a couple on there that they've actually made me laugh, and almost laugh out loud. Well, they've made me laugh out loud as well, which I think is really good. So let's have a look, see what's going on in the chat again. There he is. MRM's on. Hi Mark, how are you doing? Ray Duffy, very good, very nice. 660,000 views. That's sad, man. That's ridiculous. I mean, I was so moved on from it in Tenerife as well. I still hear him when you go down to Puerto Colón. He's still round there, and he's still down there. I think he was, anyway, the last couple of weeks he was. I was having a drink with Darren John when he was over, and he was down there singing it. So I said to Darren, you should get him singing Darren John, Darren John. I think that'll be funny. On the water today, working tonight. So speaking of Darren John, gave me a gift. Look at that, feel honoured. Got a gift off Darren John. Yeah, you can read. That's it. Yeah, how you doing? Got that little card. It's good, isn't it? I quite like it. I really do. So, Darren, if you're watching, I've watched your vlog. By the way, a couple of things. Darren John. Some of you might not know Darren John. Most of you do. If you don't know Darren John, he's got a YouTube channel from London. Go and have a look at it. And if you were looking for something, this is what really gets me go about YouTube. And Darren, if you're watching, you'll agree. Somebody sits down and stuffs the face with the breakfasts, and he gets like 6, 7, 8,000 views upwards. Darren John goes and takes the time as well then to go and do the Van Gogh experience in London, which I thought was just stunning. And he gets like 2,000 views. Now, if you're a YouTuber and I'm not going to say you're chasing views, but you always want you want your vlogs to do well. And I'm thinking to myself, like, you'll never get me stuffing my face, by the way, but I'm thinking, you want it to do well. He's like, well, which direction would you go down? You go down the eating vlogs. But as I said to you before, that really gets me about YouTube. It's amazing. I'm not going to sell out and do that. You'll get some restaurant vlogs and stuff like that, because I quite, some of the restaurants, I think, guys, you need to look at this one, like Palchoso and stuff. But it just amazes me. The Van Gogh experience on Darren John's channel, definitely worth a look. It's the way they've done it in there is just phenomenal. And it's something that I would never have seen. So when I finished that vlog, I went, I've been educated today. And I've learned something more today. And that's actually, to me, what I think is more about it. I think that's what I try to use YouTube for, I think, in essence. It entertains me, but I've also learned something. Mini heat wave in Manchester, 22 degrees yesterday, says Charlie. Nice one. Yeah, I spoke to my dad. He's in Manchester. He told me it was nice. Hello, all. I'm Corey. I've got a sarcoma under my arm, build-up fluid, so I'm having that drained at the hospital. Jill, everybody is thinking about your pet. Everybody. I see it on your senior messages. I follow you on Facebook, and I wish you all the best with it, my sweet. Darren Clark, he's on. Hiya, mate. Hiya, Darren. I'm going to come to you in a bit. Talk about you in a bit, anyway. Afternoon backgrounders, says Craig. It's just jumped. I'm so sorry, guys. I've got my chat going on the computer as well. Trolls unhappy, people trying to make you as unhappy as them. Can be, yeah, definitely. Rick, can't believe how much hotels have gone up lately. I'm coming to the best Tenerife in October, and I was to book today. It's gone up 55% in the last 4 to 5 months. I can believe it. Neil, it's the supply and demand now, isn't it? Dennis is on. Hi, Rick. You're looking good. Nice to meet you and Shelley again. Busy catching up, cutting the grass up the pub. Get up the pub, Dennis. Get up the pub. Do a vlog and commuting to work in Lanzarote. I did, Tony. I've done it. It's my last one. Have you flown out of here? Just go back onto the channel and you'll have a look. It's the last vlog. And you'll see it's a weird one. It's definitely a different commute on a Monday morning, that's for sure. Hi, love the photo of you and Shelley and roll over with my dad marking Sam Blass when he was over golfing the other week. Thank you so much. Hi, Erin. You're more than welcome. Now, here's something for you, Erin, which you will not believe. I have actually been looking at you. Says, come on there. There you go. I've been looking at you, pet. And I've been looking at you today. Erin Green, swimming World Games. I think you've won a silver medal in Special Olympics, I think it was. I've seen it. I've been in your Facebook, pet. And there's for those of you who don't know, we are actually in the presence of an Olympic athlete by the name of Erin Green, and you're actually quite an inspiring young lady, by the way. There is, if you just Google Erin Green swimming, eventually it'll take you to a Facebook page, and the Facebook page has got a Facebook pinned up there, and it's quite an interesting story, Erin, that you've got. It's a phenomenal story. Some of the couple of things that she mentions about it, because it's Special Olympics, the thing that I got out of it as well, don't let your disability stop your ability. That's brilliant. It's a great way to think about life, Erin. I think it's amazing. Please follow my journey of a national and world Special Olympics athlete to see where my journey of ability, not disability, takes me. Erin, I think that's brilliant. I genuinely do. So, yes, I did meet your dad. Yes, he did mention you. And yes, I've been looking you up, pets. I've been looking you up, and I think you're doing fantastic. So good luck with your swimming career. I hope it's going in the direction that you want it to take you. It was a pleasure meeting your dad, and to see how proud he was talking about you was fantastic. So, Erin, from myself and Shelley, all the best, sweet, and good luck. Keep us informed of how you get on. We're in the presence of an Olympian. Ridiculous when you think about that. It's bananas, man, bananas. Let's have a look. I'm sorry, I missed a lot of the chat. Marie LT's on photography. How you doing? 16 pints in 4 days. 16 pints in 4 days. I've got friends who will do 16 pints in 4 hours. Colin, I know, but it's just, it's not me. Yeah, you don't, I mean, the weight just piles on when that happens, doesn't it? Because it's like, somebody said, is it a pint of lager is like 7 pieces of bread, white bread? It's like that. Ugh. When you think of it like that, you're just like, yeah, that's not great, is it, Colin? You know what I mean? I don't even want somebody to do the math. No, don't do the math. Get like 5 loaves. Well done, Erin, says Alan Fraser. Quite right too. Karen Reffin, hello, just getting ready for the sloops. Well, you're going down sloops, are you, Karen? Nice one. I think I'm in, where am I today? I think I'm going to be in El Camisón. I'm meeting up with Raimundo y Patricia. I'm going to meet up with them this afternoon. It's really hot here today, 25 degrees here in Lanzarote. Darren, you're in Lanzarote, aren't you? Yeah, I'm over on Tuesday, Darren. I'll be in the, most probably in the square in the evening. Islands Eye, I think it's the name of the bar. Is it Champions League final this Wednesday? Because if it is, I might be there watching that. I don't know, obviously Man United aren't playing, so I don't really follow it that much anymore. Philip Brown says, well done, Erin. Hi, Philip, how are you? Cut out Bredrick, says Alan Fraser. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Darren's watching from Lanzarote. I'll be over there next week, Darren. Come and look us up, mate. We'll have a pint or a loaf of bread. We'll check that out, Rick. Keep doing what you're doing. The audience will grow. Used to have the personality that makes the channel. Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much. We're not. It's not a sellout, is it? It's what people do. It's just not what we do. And that's the, I nearly said that. I'm not going to sell out. It's not. That's rude to the people that do it, and they do it well. It's just not what we do. And I think that we talk about lives and we talk about this the vlog content like the flight one. Did the people that watched the Lanzarote journey, did you enjoy that? It was obviously different styles of editing, bit of music going through it as well. That stuff in YouTube world is actually called evergreen material, and evergreen material means it's going to be there forever, really. And as is the lives, but what happens is people don't tend to go back and watch over on lives. They tend to go back and watch the evergreen stuff, and it's the evergreen stuff that to me is what I enjoy watching. If I find a channel that I like, for instance, you guys know that I like Kinging It. Great channel, Kinging It. Kinging it. Kinging It. Great channel. I like watching that. Got no interest whatsoever in owning a motorhome. No interest whatsoever in renovating it. I just think their content is fantastic. I think it's funny. I think it's interesting. The Mongol rally they did was great. The thing is about it is, once I like it, I went back over 2 years and started looking at the stuff that they did, and that's really where a channel will grow, because of the evergreen stuff. So you've got to put that time in now. I've just spotted somebody supported the channel. I tell you what, cheers, beers, Rick. Thank you, Ray. Always very, very kind, buddy. Saw that. I did see it, and I meant to do it, and I went off piste. So thank you so much, Ray, for the support. If you want to support us, just stick your thumbs up. It'd be great. Really appreciate it. But I think the evergreen stuff, when you go back over, when if you find a channel you like and then go back into it, I actually went through the sort of did an audit of this channel. I did an audit of this channel this morning. I went through the videos and had a look and see what was there. Christ, there's some garbage when you look back on it, and it's like, it's almost like this. There's the BBC. It was weird. But you look and see from how far we've come. I think that's more the journey. Look and see how far we've come from the difference of doing the vlogs to what we do now. I think are a lot better. The ones nowadays are great. But I think looking back over it, you can see the development of it. The one thing this channel misses, And the one thing that every single channel misses, every Tenerife vlogger that does, is not one of them's got a journey. So not one of them, like the King in It one, is when they got the van, they renovated the van, and then they did the travel, and then they did it, and there's a journey all the way through it, and not one channel's got a journey. And I think that's what, most probably to succeed properly, we're succeeding now, to have a channel that will then elevate further, there's most probably a journey needed, and I don't know what to do with it, and I don't want to, you know, make a fake journey. I just want to see what we can do. So at the moment, we're just looking around, seeing what the options are, and seeing how it goes. But anyway, that's just a YouTube spiel. Let's have a look. Craig Andrew says, I have never been or landed from Tenerife North. It is weird, Craig. It is so strange. Guys, the chat, if I miss something, just copy and paste and drop it back in again, because it's a little bit different, say, without Shelley. It's just not really about that. You fly from the north, Los Realajos, I think it's called, but it's Tenerife Norte. We're in the plane that you've seen, the 2 propeller plane there, and when it goes round really, really fast. Shelley filmed it, and I looked through the phone, and obviously it slows down because it's the frames per second. I was like, let's have a proper look to see if it was still going. It is literally, this is the weirdest thing in one of these jets. Full throttle, like 100 miles an hour, woof, and it's up, and you can hear it, it's loud, wah, and if it's getting to 7,000 feet, it's got to about 3,500 feet, it's like, wah, oh, we'll just put in 6th. It goes, wah, and it still climbs. And I'm like, the first time it scared the heebie-jeebies out of me. Rodeos, yeah, it scared honestly, it really did. Now I get used to it, oh, there's that, there's this, there's that, and you get to know which one it is, but it was really, really weird. So, and when you come to land back in Los Rodeos, which is the north, the plane doesn't descend, the ground comes up because it's on a hill, and it's at the top of a hill, so you don't really feel yourself descending. What you see is you look at the ground, next thing you know, the ground's coming up to you, and then you're in the fog. So it's a very strange one, really, really fun actually, but different. It's getting over my fear of flying. It really is. I'm not really the best flyer. You'll see it on the vlog. If you've not watched the vlog, go and watch it. I'm not a great flyer, but now I'm actually looking out the windows as we take off and coming to land, where normally I wouldn't. Normally that view of the bag that you see on the floor, that's what I'd be looking at, that's for sure. So anyway, that's it. Darren says, how are you doing? Well, yes, I am doing well, Darren. I will look forward to seeing you. Great quotes, Erin says, MRM. Yeah, Erin, honestly, fantastic. We'll follow you from now and see what you're doing. Cut out the bread, yeah, I've got that. Unbelievable Jeff in the house. Lucky if I do 4 pints a week these days, unless I'm in Tenerife, then I may have a few more. So Craig Lancaster, are you actually Unbelievable Jeff? Or is Unbelievable Jeff in the house? Let me know, Craig. Saturday 28th of May is the European. Right, okay. Missed my support, Rick Big Ears. Yeah, I got it, Ray. I got it in the end. I got back in the end. Thank you very much, buddy. The Lanzarote journey music was like watching The Sopranos. Alan, you know, the music will make or break the vlog. It really will. And I was looking for something like a morning style. I typed in on Epidemic Morning and looked for just something with a bit of eerie and that style, because it was weird. It's like I got up at 5:15, got in the car at 5:45, got there about 6:30ish, I think it was, and the world was it was busy. That motorway, you take your life in your own hands and cross that motorway bridge. It was busy, and it's like, Christ, there's just a different world. You know, you think of the holidaymakers in the south who get up at 9 o'clock and then go and get a breakfast down at somewhere. These were people. It's just the day-to-day living. It was almost like the underworld of Tenerife. How it properly, the real Tenerife, which is, I love the real Tenerife. When you walk into that building, which is a 1980s looking building, it looks like it's like the land that time forgot. It was really, really weird. Let's have a look. Sarah Childs, hi Sarah, great Lanzarote journey, hi, thank you. City are playing soon. they're going to win. Do not think it really, really hot today. Yeah, it's a warm one today. You still keeping up with Freddie Dobbs? I watched 2 of his vlogs today. I watched these last 2 when he was leaving. Monica, I think he's great. I think he's very, very, very interesting. Never got a chance to meet him, which is a shame, because I'd like to have met him. He's again, just learn from him. The one thing that he does different from us is he's got his microphone there. We don't have one of those microphones, so he can walk around a lot more, and he uses that to great effect. And he's just a character, isn't he? He's a character. I enjoy. I watch these. There's not many vlogs I'll watch from start to finish. I'll normally like skip, but I watched him all the way through, and I thought it was really, really good. Great live from the Galway girl last night. Rick, best one yet for me. Thank you so much, Neil. It was a good one, wasn't it? It did really, really well. And I put it on the community. I talked about that in the community. 5 minutes before I went live at the Galway girl, Anne and David were there actually. Anne Elton and David Butler, they were there, and they said go live. And I wasn't really planning on doing it because we didn't have the best seats. So I thought, well, I'll go live. I got a message off from somebody from from somebody on there saying you shouldn't do it. They said because another vlogger's gone live, which is Andrew went live, which is quite right. He's allowed to. There's no problems with that. And I thought to myself, you know what it is? The first, there's two things you look at. Number one, you go, might affect the figures. That was the instant thing. Oh, it'll affect the figures. And then once you give your head a shake and get out of that, and you go, yeah, but there might be 10 people that want to see Shelley sing. And that's genuinely what I thought. And I thought, well, if 10 people want to see Shelley sing, why would I deny that because of that? And I thought, no, it's just like, let's go live. And we did. I didn't mention this to anybody at the table, but that's the reason why I went live. And as I said, now it's nearly hitting 4,000 views that's nearly had. And it looks great. It looks amazing. Galway Girl's amazing. Shelley was fantastic. We had a great afternoon. And it was really good. And one of the nicest things that we left, and I didn't say anything. Maybe I need to look back on the chat. Maybe I did. I don't know. Somebody came up to us and said, "Look, you've got your own supporters now," and it is really true. It's there's a kern. Is that a kern? That's a Dutch word. I don't know. Kernel. There's a nucleus of supporters that we have, and they support us for everything that we do, and we're eternally grateful for it. And thank you so much. What starts off as a bit of a fun thing turns into a bit of an obsession, which is YouTube. And yeah, it's nice. So thank you so much for that. And for the 126 people on, crack, I didn't even notice. 126 people on. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's have a look. YouTube is full of imitators. You and Shelley are unique in what you do as entertainers. If you build it, they will come. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, I genuinely. That was the thing, Tony. It was like, don't follow the route. You know, stand out. And I was chatting with Sarah, by the way, Sarah Wagstaff, who will be starting a channel. Sarah Wagstaff works for Daniel. She's just started. Sarah Wagstaff started Tenerife Lockdown. She has 20,000 people on Facebook, and that's the thing about it. You don't realise these people. Oh, you knew YouTube, but she's been going forever on Facebook, and she's just trying to get over the phobia of getting on the camera. And I just said to her, I said, don't do what everybody else does. Just do what you do, and just, you know, it took me a long time to learn that myself. Just do what we do, and don't follow the crowd. And if you follow the crowd, you just become one of the crowd, don't you? Just so always be a shepherd, never be a sheep, I suppose. But thank you, Tony, for that. Hi Rick, quote from the film, Ali G, keep it real. Yeah, nice one. Lovely couple, Craig and Amy, doing a great thing in a wheelie bin for an amazing cause. It's fantastic, Beyonce. I love it. Craig and Amy from Kinging It, and I absolutely love it. And they are. I think some of the stuff is a little bit edited. I think, you know, the anxiety. I'm never going to put it down. Sometimes I think it's a little bit. Is she playing on that a little bit too much? But so is it over edited? But the actual the kern, the nucleus of that channel is it comes from kind-hearted people who want to have a laugh, who've gone through adversity and kicked it and now just living, and they're ruling their own world, which is a great statement. Rule your own world. So big up to them. They'll never know who we are. They'll never watch me. But the fact is, I love it and I think it's amazing. Freddie Dove's channel has a journey. Absolutely, Craig. That's the thing about it. It's the journey, and that's what works on the journey. If you have a journey, it will work. Michael, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Cheers, buddy. Fred, thank you very much for your support. Michael Nari, thank you very much. Excuse me, guys. The Canaries are playing in a bit, Neil, on TV. I think we should watch this. Just keep doing what you're doing. Love it. Hi, have a channel. Hi, have a channel. It's just basic. I do mine to help with my mental health. Nice one, Marie. I'll have a look. I'll have a look for that. 2 secs. Let me get a piece of paper. Is it called your name, Marie? Is it Marie LT Photography? I'll just write it down. I forget things, Marie. I say I'll do it and I don't. If I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it. So I'll have a look, see what it looks like. Hope it's going well. Rick, do you know if work has restarted on the race circuit in the airport? I've not heard anything about that, Colin. I heard there was going to be one, but I've not heard anything about it. I'm miles behind. Changed back my name due to all my Google email starts with Unbelievable Jeff. You know what it is now, right, Craig? I actually hear, I was watching Darren John today, and he's like, this breakfast, it's unbelievable. And all I can hear is, unbelievable, Jeff. And even when I say the word now, it's unbelievable. I keep thinking, I always think of you. It's unbelievable, Jeff. Thank you, JJ, for helping out. Click the buttons and stuff, hit the thumbs up. We've got thumbs up, how are we doing? 70 thumbs up, that's all right. You got to put a thumbs up, stick one up for us. Lanzarote was the first Canary Island we visited. Boy, is it windy. Breezy and tig-easy, Jilly. That's what they say with us. It's breezy and tig-easy, and it is. It really is. What Shelley knew Hot was before she travelled home Thursday, second time we've seen her. How good is she? Balls, she can do it. Thank you so much for the kind words. She can do it. Do you know the thing about it is as well, she's a professional in her own right, man. When she steps on that stage, you guys see me do it with her on a Sunday and I step in and out. And the reason why that started, by the way, was because on a Sunday it was red hot. And she said, I'm just singing for an hour. And I said, well, I'll jump in and out and, you know, read some people's stuff out. And that's how it all started. But when she's up there on her own, the professionalism, the crack in between, she is, when you watch her live, she is funny. She's a very, very funny one. And it's just like you see the 30 years experience, you know, that she's got come through. It's amazing. So thanks for that, Paul. I'm just going to go through some brilliant. Yeah, oh, it's jumped. So let's have a look. Ali, very true. People can choose who they watch live, can always watch the other channel and catch up. Very true. Shelley is in the UK today. Darren, she's on her way back tomorrow. Let's see from there. Let's have a look. What I've learned is that not all vloggers are the same. Very true, Alan. Hey, is that CGI screen effect behind you or the real sky? That is the real sky, buddy. Who's that saying that? Patriot Brit. That's the real sky. Look at that. That is the real sky. It's a beautiful day today in Tenerife. It's gorgeous today. Yesterday, it looked like it was going to rain. So that's us for there. So that's it. Have you got hairy story? It looks like it's growing. Do you know what? Right, the thing about this, right, is it's gone. It's gone. But I've got to time it when I cut it, because if I cut it now, it'll need cutting on Wednesday when I'm in the middle of Lanzarote, and I can't do it. So I'm not cutting it now till tomorrow night, and then it'll last me through till Friday. It lasts about 3-4 days, and I did it on Friday when I came home, so it needs doing. I can't believe my hair is getting a topic of conversation, and I can't really say Tenerife Uncovered. They did it. They put a picture up of me with hair, and I'm like, what is that all about? I don't even remember when that picture was done. Colin, TFS was built after 2 jumbo jets. Yes, it was. And due to dangerous at the time for passenger jets, I think it's at that time the worst loss of life in plane. Yes, it is. Tenerife North. And if you fly from there, you understand the reason why. It's literally on a tabletop mountain where the fog just comes in straight away. But obviously everything's a lot better with radar now and stuff that they're doing. But they've learned from that, and it was the worst loss of life in aviation history. Thanks for reminding me of that, Colin, when I'm scared of flying. We were in Playa Blanca, and one day it was so windy there were red dust everywhere, and it gave me a nosebleed. Wow, yeah, it can get like, it does get like that. Some actually pay for their meals when in a restaurant. When you know, Alan. It would be good if Rolo sat next to you and started talking. I don't know where he's gone. He's there. Right, here. Quick one of Rolo. Look at him. That's what he thinks today. He's had enough today. He's like, yeah, you can have that. I'm not really into it today. That's him. So, thanks, Craig. Shelley's absolutely amazing live and can't wait to see you both again in September, unless I can fit a sneaky week away before then. Brilliant, and that's the right answer. That's what you should do. Do you know one of the things about the vloggers that we were talking about a minute ago? Daniel says it really, really well. He says that all the vloggers on the island are doing, they're doing a fantastic thing for the island, because they're bringing it like them. But Beyonce and might just come for a sneaky week. It could be something you just might see. You might see the sky behind and go, oh, I want to go there. And it might be just that little thing that does it. And when it comes over, the brass tacks of it is it brings the money, which helps the economy, which helps the people, which helps the island, which helps blah blah blah, and that's how it works. So yes, they're all doing a fantastic job in their own ways. And as you say, people watch ones and don't watch the others. And I've just started watching Darren Johns again. I didn't watch Darren Johns. I said to him, I can't watch people eat. I don't do it. And he's like, no, man. He says, watch afterwards. He said, because we do we go around and I show around it. And I did. And I actually enjoyed it. And I think Darren's around. I don't know if he's on today. He's filming. He's filming the centre of London today, I think. I had him on the vlog. He's coming over as well. It's going to be busy because Lee's coming over, I think. And then he goes back. Lee will be doing a lot of stuff with Dan. And then Darren John's coming over as well, but I think he's coming over more for a break than anything else. So it's nice. It's always nice to see Darren John. That's the other thing about it. Good friends with people. I had the courtesy of being able to sit in Darren's company for. I could sit there all day. I sat there for about 3.5 hours with him, and we just shot the breeze, and it was brilliant. It was brilliant. He was such a nice guy. So it's having a really good conversation with it. So that was it. Let's have a look, see what's going on. Beyonce, Shelley's absolute thank you very much. I only went to Lanzarote for the day, didn't like it. It was hilly. Hilly? Was it? I think Tenerife's more hilly, Marie. I think it's got a lot more flat bits in Tenerife as well, though. Along the front could be flat. But it's, yeah, I think Tenerife's the hilliest one. How is Rolo doing? Rolo's doing great. He had a really bad leg. About 3 weeks ago, he went out with the other 3 dogs that we go with, and we go into the barrancas, let them off the leads, and they just run forever. And he came back limping. And he wasn't in pain, but you could tell he was a limp every time he walked. So I've actually had him on a lead walk now for the last 2-3 weeks. Took him to the vets. The vet said there was nothing they could do, couldn't see anything wrong with it, just see how it goes. And he's done all right. Yesterday or the day before was the first day he stopped limping. British Airways coming in. That's not the ring. Where is it? Is it there? There it is. There it is. I'm pointing to the wrong screen. There it is. So he's now not limping, so I'm pleased about that. So I'm going to give him about another week on a lead, and then we'll get him out running again because he loves it. He loves going out with the other dogs into the brancas, into the hills. He thinks it's fantastic. So he's away with the fairies. He is, yeah. Right, guys, got to go now. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Cheers, everyone. Thanks, JJ. Thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. 9th September. Darren John has an amazing YouTube channel. Yeah, it's good, Lee. Honestly, as I said to you before, I don't know if it was on this one or someone else was talking. I said he's just done one called the Van Gogh Experience, and honestly, when you look at the viewing figures to that compared to a British breakfast, you know, the Van Gogh Experience vlog was 10 times better than seeing somebody eat an English breakfast, and it looks like the viewing figures. You should put the Van Gogh Experience in the bin, and it just doesn't make sense to me at all. But when you look at the bigger channels with over 200,000 views, they're not doing the breakfasts. They're just, you know, they're not doing the food. They're actually doing the vlogs, and I just aspire. I've always got to have something to follow, and I just want to follow those sort of things, like King in It, for instance. And I think they're the ones that I should be following, or we should be trying to emulate, learn from. They're the ones we should try to learn from, because that way then you'll see a good growth of a channel, I think, and a good community. But the reason why I went live today, and Shelley's not singing, is because more for the chat than anything else, because the chat room opens up the opportunity for people to talk to each other in the chat, and that's really what was the biggest thing I got out of the Wind Down Wednesdays. And I got, out of the Wind Down Wednesday, that was the biggest thing, was actually the use of a chat room from the olden days of the chat rooms. And you know, some people on there, Beyonce, she was openly telling you about how much it helped her, and then when you meet the people, you know, themselves, Alan Fraser, the conversation we had the other week, and it is the chats. It's an amazing thing, because you're talking to people that you'll never meet in your life for some of these people, and it's good. You know, it's good to see. It's nice to see. Hooks into both says okay, that's cool. And then somebody just said there, Rick, what is the most common airline coming in at the minute? Natalia, you get a lot of Transavia. Transavia comes in, the Dutch airline. A lot of Ryanair. I tell you how it works. I don't know because I'm not there, but I think it works, and it makes sense to work. Ryanair's got a fleet of aircraft flying in all the time, so what they do is they must book slots where all the staff then come in, because it's Ryanair, and then the next one will be like another hour slot of TUI, then it's Jet 2. So they just bring them in then, and then all the Ryanair flights come in, and then maybe in the afternoon all the Jet 2 flights come in, and that's how it must work. And because you see all of a sudden it's one after another. A British Airways flight's just come in now, about 5 minutes ago. Wouldn't surprise me if another British Airways flight came in, because it makes sense. It makes business sense, I think. So just everything. Get a lot of weird names are coming in as well that I've never heard of, and I think that's more to do with the Eastern Europeans. There's one that came through, and it was just, imagine an aircraft, and imagine just like a black hoop around it, and it was just hoops all the way down. I mean, like it looked like one of those weirdest, you know, in disguise in a forest, you'd lose it. I have no idea what flight that was. That was a weird one. So there you go. Rick, can you get a ferry from Lanzarote to Tenerife? You can, Darren, but it'll take you 10 hours. 10 hours on a ferry. So it's quite a long way, because it's the furthest one. If you look where we are, Red Mountain's there. You see that mountain there? That's Montaña Roja. I think 60 miles behind that, you've got Gran Canaria. Then behind that, you've got Fuerteventura. And then behind that, you've got Lanzarote. So Lanzarote is that way. So we've got 3 islands on this side. And then you go round the island to Playa de las Americas. No, go further to Puerto Colón, and if you look in front of you, you've got La Gomera, and then look to the right, you've got normally 2 humps, you see La Palma, and you look to the left, and then in the distance you can see El Hierro, and those are the other 3. So there's 3 there, 3 here, and Tenerife. That makes up the 7. Behind Lanzarote, there's actually an 8th. They call it La Graciosa, and there's my sister's been with my brother-in-law, and they said there's about 4 main streets, and there's no tarmac on there. The 4 main streets are all gravel and sand, which is quite interesting. I'd like to go there to see what that looks like. Rate My Takeaway is a typical example of food vlogs, Rick. He has 500,000 subscribers, and most videos achieve well over 100,000 views. I'm going to call you Jeff, Craig. It's bizarre. It is bizarre. There's obviously 100% there's a market for it, but the guy's killing himself. He's got to be killing himself, and it's just like, how much of that can you watch? If he's funny, it's like when I do the comparing at Maguire's. I run along with a quiz, but it's not a quiz that it's about. It's about the commentary and the comedy that runs along it. So, yeah, you go, I'm not a quizzer, so I'm not going to go. So if it's not about food and it's about the stuff that goes along it, and that's the funny bit, I'd watch it. But for that, I wouldn't watch it. That's not my thing. Why not let people see what you do behind the scenes, like finding bookings and what it's like for you and other entertainers finding work in Tenerife? It's not a bad idea, Tony. We thought a lot about doing behind the scenes stuff. The hardest part about that is literally the filming of it, because when you film it, it almost seems set up, and it seems set. It's like, yeah, because it's like it's trying to get the natural ability of it. But it's not a bad idea. We've done a behind. Go and have a look at behind the scenes making a bed, Tony, and see, you seriously tell me what you think about it, because the bed making one we did was an IKEA bed build, and it wasn't meant to be the way it went, and it was just behind the scenes. See what you think about that. IKEA fail, I think it's called, and let me know, because your feedback's really important for us, which I always think is good. You came in with Sunwing Canada hired by Tui, says Natalia from that'll be from Schiphol. That's interesting. Sunwing. I think I've heard of them. I think I have. So it's, yeah, see what you think of that one, Tony. That'd be interesting to see. You're working tonight, Jags Bar, you finished there? Finished at Jags Bar, Craig. They wanted somebody who could do more hours, and I couldn't commit to the hours that I wanted to do because I was busy doing other things. One of the things that you do find over here, yeah, should we get this one on the table? Let's get this from under the carpet and stick it on the table. It sounds like I do a lot of different stuff. I was 15 years, I'm pretty set in what I do. I was 15 years a golf professional, I was 15 years a car salesman, or in the car sales world, so I pretty much do what I do. The one thing I know about this island is, if you want to make it on this island, you have to diversify, because it's just coming over, unless you've got a God-given talent like Shelley has, and Shelley is a singer, and she is a singer, and that's what they do. For me, you have to diversify, hence the reason why I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just everything stay legal, that's the most important bit, stay legal, and then that's, so, I like myself to a ship rat. That's the way to look around. And if you do that, I'm fortunate enough that Shelley's here as well. I've never ever been in a relationship where I've had somebody else who's also a breadwinner. I was always the major breadwinner in the relationships I've had. So it's nice. It's different to have that. But I'll always make my own way, and that's the reason why you do what you do. So I don't work at Jags Bar anymore. I could walk straight into another bar and get a bar job tomorrow because they're screaming for staff everywhere. But obviously that takes up a lot of hours that people do. I enjoy doing the YouTube. I got asked to go and do the sales in Lanzarote, which I felt quite honoured to be asked by a business owner like that, and that's what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. 3 months down the line, will I still be doing it? I don't know. Hopefully I will. But if it doesn't take off, hello Roller. If it doesn't take off, then it won't. Then the answer is no. But then I'll find something that will do. The comparing work I'll put on hold. I'll still do it because I enjoy it, and I did it Friday. I'm doing it tonight. But then I don't fly. I fly to Lanzarote Tuesday to Friday, so I can't do the Friday night. So I'll be back late Friday night. Does your dog sunbathe? Where is he? Look at him. He's just moved into the sun now to get himself a little bit of sun. Chilling out. So that's really what I do, and that's what we're up to. Freddie Dobbs is the most interesting vlogger I've followed since he left the UK to Tenerife, then followed him throughout his stay, and then he's just returned back to the UK. Yeah, I actually, as I said to you before, I went off him. I watched him a little bit and then went off him because he was like, well, this is Tenerife and this is that. And I thought, well, I know Tenerife anyway. But I've gone back onto him, and it's most probably on his I will chart his journey back. I know he's just finished his ferry journey and he's staying at a golf course. And that's what I watched. I watched that one this morning. And he's good. He is good. And if you're watching him, he's, yeah, let him know about Rick and Shelley. Kidding. But he's good, really good. Rotterdam Airport, you flying from Rotterdam. Your bed vlog was funny. Thank you, Jill. You see, to me, that is... Somebody said that I should have made that a two-parter. In hindsight, you learn. I think that it'd have got more views because the second one would have got more views and then people have gone back over. But are you chasing it for the views? Are you chasing it for the quality of the content? I quite like the content, so thank you very much, Jill. Appreciate that. I think the bed was good, says Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. I'm with you, Rick. Don't watch food vlogs. It's not my thing. It's just not my thing. Catch you soon. Cheers, Darren. Maybe catch up with you this week, buddy. If you're around the Costa Teguise area. Can't be doing with them, yeah. Thank you, Philip. Really funny. We'll do, Rick. Think with you and Shelley, sense of humour, it would be good to see what type of punters you bump into and have a laugh with. Yeah, I understand, Tony, but you've got to do it. Make sure it's not at cost of the punter. Humour is a very fickle. It's a fickle thing, isn't it? I don't mind. I like having a laugh, but don't have a laugh at somebody else's extent. Because if you have a laugh at somebody else's extent, then it's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough gig, that one, I think. And that's what I do. Maybe it's cold in the shade, yeah, can you imagine? But I like watching Sailing La Vagabonde. Their channel is interesting. I'm going to write that one down. Sailing La Vagabonde. I'll have a look, Ali, and see what it is. It's interesting to see what you guys watch, you know, to see what you like, you know. It's very interesting, that. Cat sunbathes. Yeah, nice one. Cole's Place. Hi, Cole. How you doing? Afternoon, Rick. Hello, everyone. Be with you this time next week, Rick. Nice one, Cole. I'll meet up with you Sunday. We'll meet up and do something. It'll be good fun. Cole's Place is a guy that I met down in Bournemouth. I met him over here. He lived down in Bournemouth. Said to me, I'm thinking about doing a channel. I went, do it. Just do it. Pick a camera up and film. And that's what you're doing. And Cole's Place now got his own channel. Go and have a look at it. Go and check it out. Might be what you like. Might not. Find out how it goes. I'm watching it, Cole, and I can see you're making some of the mistakes that I made at the beginning. And I'll chat with you next week about it. But the content's great. And it's just, you're showing me places that I have never seen. And I enjoy it. And thank you very much for that. So just keep it going. It looks, it's good. And the collaborations is what makes your channel grow, which is really, really good to see. Have a great Sunday, everyone. Need to go. 2 dogs sitting there with their legs crossed, waiting to go out. We'll watch the rest on the catch-up. Brilliant again, Rick. Thank you so much, Alan. I can see the numbers are going down because it's a Sunday afternoon. Stuff's happening, which people are getting on with stuff, which is fine. I've not come on here just to... I've just come here for a natter, really, see what's going on. I'm off into town in a bit myself. I don't think I'm going to take the dog. I think I'm going to let him sleep because it's a bit warm for it today. So I don't think I'm going to take him. He's going to have a nice... he can have a nice chilled afternoon in the kitchen today on the cool terrace. On the cool tiles, I meant. Any more bookings at the Galway Girl on a Sunday afternoon? No, Neil. What happens is they tend to do their entertainment on a monthly basis. So what they'll do is they'll do next month, they'll most probably get hold of Shelley again. We're in the process of actually trying to speak to, right in the centre of Puerto Colom, there's a bar on the second floor called The Guest. Natalia, you'll love it because it does shawarma. For those of you who don't know, you need to go and try it. It's the pork, it's amazing. And I'm in the process of chatting with them to see if they'll do the Sunday session lives. Because the Palms bar over here, I believe, is getting sold. The Palms bar over here is too far away for people in town, if they're in town, to come over and see. We don't want people to go in taxis and stuff like that. But it'd be nice if we get some of the followers from the channel to go to Puerto Colom and go and have a look. So that'd be nice. I think the first one is going to be maybe in June. And I don't think they understand it, the owners, but I don't think they know what's actually coming. When we filled the bar at the Palms, they didn't really know. But now we've got the video footage and we've got the viewer footage or the viewer figures to be able to show and say, look, you know, she goes live on a Sunday, you get this on your terrace, but then you get 4,000 people watching. Would it be of interest to you? And I think that's where it's going to work, because I think the backdrop's going to be absolutely stunning. Puerto Colom's a beautiful backdrop, and I think we're going to do it there. So that's it. GF Victoria Hotel, what you think? Worth a bash? Stephen, no idea. Never stayed in hotels over here. You're with the wrong people to ask. Ask the chat, by all means, if they know. Anybody stayed in the GF Victoria? And if you have, what you think? Just don't ask us, because we don't stay in hotels, so we don't really know. Sailing La Vagabonde. Okay, sailing La Vagabonde. Yeah, I've got it. I'll have a look at that, Ali. Flipping predictive text. Yeah. Raimundo, Patricia, I'll see you in a bit. I'll come to see you in about an hour. When I finish this, I'll send you a message, Raimundo, and we'll find out where you are and come down. I'm going to leave the dog in the house because he's hot for him and he's a bit tired, so I'll leave it in there. I'll leave him in, so I'll just jump in the car and come down and see him myself. Craig Andrews, there you go. Jeff, I've seen a vlog on the GF Victoria. Looks nice hotel. That's the way to do it. Ask the chat, and the chat will tell you, because you guys have stayed in more hotels over in Tenerife than I have, that's for sure. People saying hi to Ray and Patricia. Too bad can't meet up this time. Leaving Wednesday. Hope to be over in September again. Ah, leaving Wednesday. Natalia, that's a shame. I'm just trying to think what I'm up to. Might meet tomorrow. Are you in Tenerife now, Natalia? Are you here with your husband? If you are, give us a shout. Send us a quick email, and might meet up tomorrow if you fancy. What am I doing? I've not really got anything planned for. I've got a bit of work in the morning, but then in the afternoon I might be free, and I'll be in town anyway. Scotsman Kev, best to ask about hotels. 100%. He knows a lot, by the way, and he's doing really well. His channel's at about 20,000. But Freddie Dobbs is at 40,000 followers. So the algorithm's kicked in. Once you get onto the algorithm, once it gets hold, it just runs. We are about 80 shy of 5,000, which is just phenomenal. I was actually watching one of the vlogs. This is funny because I was doing an audit of the channel and just going through and having a look at stuff. And I did a thing where I said, thank you so much. We've hit 300 followers. Thank you so much. It's hilarious. 300. And I'm like, Christ, we've passed 3,000 now. We're 80 short of 5,000. And it's just phenomenal. Thank you so much. And I watch every day, and it ticks on. It just tickles through. I think we'll hit that most probably in the next 28 days, which is lovely. If you've not subscribed, push the buttons and stuff, people. Just hit that subscribe button. There's loads of stuff we do. And that's the thing about it, is like, the channel that we have is just so far and wide. You know, next thing you know, like last Sunday, I didn't expect Shelley. We were not going to film Shelley singing. And that's got one of the biggest views. It's brilliant. Thank you so much. It's all really, really nice. But Kevin does know a lot about hotels. He does, but even he's like, well, what do I do now? He says, Scotsman Tenerife, I want to change the name. So he's got Walk with Kevin as well. He's trying to build up. But he's doing really, really well from it. I think he'll eventually make a career out of that, which is good. Just like Rate My Takeaways done. There's something on YouTube for everybody, which is really, really good. Let's have a look. Oh, you're over with your daughter. Fantastic. Well, drop us an email, Natalia. And I only say that because it's the easiest way. If you go to me and go to, rather than me send my phone number over the line, if you go to me and go to About, go to the channel, go to About, in there there'll be an email address, and I'll pick the emails up pretty much every day. Drop me a number and I'll just WhatsApp you, and we'll just work out from there. See, it's the best way to do it. It sounds awful, doesn't it? Drop me an email. It sounds like so professional. It's not. It's just an easier way. Let's have a look. Brilliant Rick says, Ali, thank you. How's the Carpool Karaoke 2 doing? Philip, this is the bane of my life. It is. I'm trying to get hold of my first one. I want Michael Levy Jr. to be the first one, because I think he started his channel. I want him to, the idea of Carpool Karaoke is to support the entertainment and put good people on. I don't want to sit on there and just say, go and watch this guy, if I don't believe in it. Michael Levy Jr. is phenomenal. He's trying to nail him down. He's been ill. He works that much. His throat in the morning isn't there. So it's trying to nail him down, and we were going to do it yesterday. We were literally going to do it yesterday, and his throat wasn't there. It's like, well, maybe Monday, so maybe tomorrow. It's just trying to get people together to do it. It's the hardest thing. But once it's done, even if I can film him tomorrow, I need about an hour's worth of his time, I can film him. I don't even need to edit until the following week, because I'm off to Lanzarote, and then when I come back, I can do it then. That's how tough it is. But thank you for asking, Philip, and Carpool Karaoke is going to be done. Did you watch Eurovision Song Contest last night? I didn't, Eugene, no. I watched the FA Cup final, had a few too many pints, came home, had a pizza and went to bed. So I missed it. I can't believe we came second. Unbelievable. Ukraine, quite rightly, deserved to win. So, Vladimir Putin, if you're watching, Ukraine deserved to win. So well deserved it. Thank you, Una. Thank you so much. We put a lot of work into it. Shelley turns around, she goes, I just turn up and sing. She doesn't. She puts a lot of work into it as well, which is nice. Michael doing Carpool would be fab. Yeah, I think so, Ali. And you need to go and check that channel out. Check out Michael Levy Jr.'s channel, Leavy. He is the X-rated version of me and Shelley. He just says it as it is. And talking about, right, here we go. Talking about saying as it is. I've got another friend, right? Darren Clark. Let's have a look at this. I'm just going on to, I've got my computer up and running. So, for those of you that do not know Darren Clark, his nickname is a friend of ours called Hatchet. That's his name. We call him Hatchet. Don't know why. Shelley's known him for years, which is brilliant. This has had 37 comments and 35 likes on Facebook, right? And I'm just going to read it because the computer's just in the way. This is interesting. I'm interested to see what your thought is. I've been watching some Tenerife vloggers. He only put this on yesterday. I've got to be, Darren Clark, by the way, is an entertainer on the island who is an outstanding compere. He's an amazing, he used to be in a duo with Shelley. He's got a great voice, a great singer. He says, I've got to be honest, they're either a publicity drive for their business or an ego trip. The content is absolutely dire. How about they go and speak to business owners around the island, artisans, restaurant owners, even get yourselves up to the vineyards of Tenerife? Or how about the numerous charities that struggle for any publicity? You've got thousands of subscribers. Why not help out an animal shelter? I'm sure it's all good. You're going for a walk down Los Cristianos and eating a pie somewhere, but in all fairness, that's only a very small part of the island, and I'm sure you'll get your drinks and meals some other way. Put your vlogs to some good before I end up doing my own. Note if the cap fits. Right. I wanted to say that, and I want to speak to I think he's in the chat, or he was in the chat anyway. Darren Clark is the person who started this channel with me. We started that Tenerife podcast together. The first person we interviewed was Sarah Wagstaff. We did 2 or 3 vlogs, and then we came across the Map Master. So the Map Master is not responsible for my channel. We did that, and then I chased the Map Master and got it, right, and got him. And since then, Lee, the Map Master, has been extremely helpful with the channel. He's really helped us, he's been supportive, and he's fantastic. I actually there's a lot of comments on this one as well. I put noted, lol, because I can have a joke with him, because he's a friend of mine, I can do it. What I then replied was, and this is what I think, right? I'll say one thing. There is a lot of talent on this island who haven't opened themselves up to YouTube. And to that, they're missing out big time, because I think they are. Tenerife revolves around Facebook and WhatsApp, and that's it. Why settle for Tenerife when you could have an audience to the world? I said, our biggest vlog, blah, blah. I said, and due to this our biggest vlog, it's highlighted Shelley to a lot of people who may never have seen her. Shelley singing regularly now brings in 3,000 plus views a week. All these people are now returning to the island and the bars are rammed. So in other words, marketing-wise, YouTube has really, really helped Shelley when she's due to go on stage, because the bar owners are going, she fills the bars. Yes, he starts only with 1 subscriber, but it has to start somewhere. If the real talent isn't going to do it, then you can only expect the second best, like myself, to have a go, don't you think? Just my point of view. And then I followed it up with, oh, and if anyone wants a hand in how to do it, just PM me and I'll gladly help out, as I feel that Darren has a valid point. So it's a very, very interesting discussion piece on it. What's happened now really, right, in my eyes, is people started vlogging. Tim, Dan, Andrew, Lee, me, Tenerife Uncovered, started vlogging. Now, the actual talent's the wrong way to say it. The people who do the craft of talent for a living are actually now taking notice. And they're starting to complain about it. But they've not done anything about it themselves. So what do you expect? It's a really, really interesting one. I think it's just a really, really interesting one. So, Darren Clark doing the Brit Show. Yeah, it's the wrong Darren Clark, Neil. Different one. Let's have a look, see what you guys have said. I do miss Wine on Wednesday. Thank you very much. It will come back. We just can't keep doing it every time. I might do a Wine on Wednesday. No, Wine on Wednesday. Maybe this Wednesday from Lanzarote. I don't know. Alan Gebby, I've got 19 subscribers, but it's early days and I've been rammed doing other things this week. Nice one, Alan. Well done, buddy. Marie says you don't see the other side of Tenerife. People who are struggling. You only see the tourist side. Very true. Very true, Marie. It's Tenerife has got a lot of faces, and we're on Golf del Sur. Look behind me. It's beautiful. There's a charity shop here that's running for the cat's welfare. That's now actually a main spot for Ukrainian refugees, because they've been put into a hotel down there, and there's kids turning up with no clothes and no toys and stuff like that. Now I had my daughter's stuff, who's left the island, and fashion changes so quickly. She's like, yeah, I won't wear that. So we're taking that down, to the charity shop, because we know then that some teenage kids or some teenagers, 11, 12, 13-year-olds, they'll get a chance to use it, which is really, really, it's the right thing, really, isn't it? So you're right about it. There is different sides of the island. Daniel highlighted it very, very well when he did the homeless thing. He highlighted that really, really well. Went down Wednesday. I thought you'd gone, Alan. Oh my God, drunk on a school night every week. Great times and very funny. It was true, wasn't it? It was. We had a laugh on that one. Very good. Very good, very nice, says Craig. Alan, can I just say personally, I would like to thank Rick and Shelley and Kevin for great advice, help and support. Cheers, Rick. Alan, you're more than welcome, man. More than welcome. If you need anything else, just give us a shout. Always, we've got your number. You've got my number. And that's what we do. But that's it. Marie, that's nice of you, Rick, she says. It's nice to be nice. That's the one thing I always say. The reason why I do it is because I'm not a true altruist. For those of you that know what altruism is, just if you don't know, just look it up. I didn't know what it was until a few years back, and I wish I was, but I'm not. People like Sahar, she is, without a shadow of a doubt. And because I'm not a true altruist, I try to make sure I make my way to be nice. And I think that's what it is. It's nice to be nice, and that's what it comes down to. But anyway, that's getting a little bit heavy. I'm looking at the time, man. We've been here for 50 minutes. For those that you know, been here longer. For those that you know, shh, we don't talk about that. What is it? The secret of Fight Club is we won't talk about Fight Club. That's funny. It's interesting. It's so easy for any of the Tenerife artists to set up a channel and push themselves, Rick. If they have the balls to put themselves on stage, they can put themselves online. Simple as. You know what it is, Cole? That is such a true saying. And there's I think Darren came on earlier, but he said hello earlier and he's gone now. He's created quite a little bit of conversation and opinion on Facebook, and I appreciate that. I actually asked him if he wanted to come on today, and he's got family on, because I wanted him to talk a little bit more about it, but he's got family over, so he can't do it. So we might get him back on one another time, so you can hear the views. The hardest part about the channels is your views, is your own views. Is I don't go out to upset people. I don't want to go out and upset people. I watch what I watch and what I don't watch, and that's straightforward. I don't watch EastEnders, and I've said that all along, and I'll stick to that all along. These artists on the island, the actual true entertainers on the island, are not even opened up to it yet, to YouTube. I mean, for instance, Oasis FM. He's the owner of it. He's been that Oasis FM radio has been on here at the island for God knows 30 odd years, 40 years, and even his channel's only got over a few hundred followers. Because he's not opened up to it. It's massive on Facebook. Canary Weekly is massive on Facebook. And that's just the world that they live in, or the world that they've got. And they've got the monopoly on Facebook. They really have. When we came over and we were on Facebook, and we had 25,000 people on Facebook at one point. So we've got 5,000 now. It's to take that. How hard is it in your head to go, no, I'm going to stop that. I'm going to start afresh, like literally on a different platform, YouTube, and start with. I actually remember when I had 10 subscribers, and I've gone back in the videos and looked over at them, and it's just like, wow. Whereas in Facebook, we were 25,000 people. I always remember the story of Gloria Estefan, when she was, Gloria Estefan was in South America. She was singing to sell out stadiums, like 80,000 people. And then she was going to America and singing in festivals where there weren't even 1,000 people on, because she was the first one in that opened the doors, because nobody had a clue who they were. And then she started, but she had to start somewhere. And that's what they do. And it's people need to start, help it, to do that, to get themselves moving forward. And that's what this platform is, far bigger than Facebook in my eyes. And I look at Mr. Beast, he's nearly 100 million followers now. His Squid Game vlog had 250 million views, and that's ridiculous for a kid that's under 30 who's just having a laugh. And if you're like, why can't you not just have a laugh and do that? It's amazing. But anyway, we'll go differently. Sarah Charles, social media has helped Tenerife. It definitely has, Sarah. It really, really has. It seems to have helped. Natalia, I've got it. Thank you, sweet. It certainly has, and it's just one of those. If I'm free tomorrow, Natalia, I'll give you a bell tomorrow afternoon. It's without the tourism, there is no Tenerife. That's simple. We saw that in the lockdown. Without the tourism, Tenerife just dies. This area of Tenerife dies anyway, from the airport all the way through to a Decky. There's absolutely nothing. It's gone. So bizarre. Look at me being good on the water. I bet you're not on the water, are you? What are you on? Jet 2 from Manchester coming over in 4 minutes. Is that you on it, Neil? Is that you on it? You're sky scanning? It's great, isn't it? It's good. I'm sweaty back here. It's, I think it's a nice time just to finish off. I try not to stay longer than an hour. I think people have got lives, people have got stuff to do. I just want to say, for the people getting us up to 5,000, everybody thanks the people that click subscribe, click, thank you so much. For the people that have made that 5,000, for the people that have been from the beginning all the way through, thank you so much. Thank you so much. For the backgrounders, can't thank you enough. We see the same, dogs had it, just come back in again. Can't thank you enough. The people, the backgrounders are the foundation of the channel. They just come on and watch and say nothing, which is absolutely fine. Everybody gets out of YouTube what they want to get out of it. And if you enjoy the content, really appreciate it. That's where Cuban Pete got his shot of fame. Tell you what, 5,000, Cuban Pete's coming back out again on 5,000, okay? If we get to 5,000 subscribers by this time next week, Cuban Pete will come out. There you go, we'll get Cuban Pete out. Oh my God, I've got him as well. So there's a challenge. There's a challenge. Thanks, MRM. Hope Shelley's like heavy metal. Honestly, she loves the rock stuff, man. She really does. It's, again, new people subscribing, thank you so much. The actual nucleus of the channel, the people that have been with us since the start, thank you, it means the world. New people, go back over and have a look at some of the other stuff they've done. My favourite vlogs for me, bed making vlog, top 5 graffitis in a Badis, fantastic. Cook along with Shelley's, they're brilliant. To me, I think her humour comes out of that really, 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 really well. Any of the Wind Down Wednesdays and the old stuff, we were just literally getting hammered. It was great. So if you're new to the channel and you're looking at what to go through, go and have a look at them, because I think you'll like those. The Carpool Karaoke's, go and have a look at them. The Soul Brothers and Carpool Karaoke, amazing. Rebecca Bomb's first one, brilliant. Go and have a look at The Boy That Loves to Dance. I was watching that earlier. That was little Artie, he's 8 years of age. The Boy That Loves to Dance, brilliant. Young kid watching him film, and that was me just learning the filmography there. Filmography, is that a word? On there, so you'll get to see that as well. So that's it. I am just talking now just so people say goodbye to each other in the chat, which is happening. Catlit, I've just seen that. I will accept that, no problem at all. Give me 2 secs. My name is Cuban Pete and I dance to the rumba beat. That's it, yeah. It was funny, Craig, honestly. So funny. If you've not seen it, you're in for a treat. If we get to 5,000. Hi, Morecambe May. How are you, Julie? How are you doing? Guys, everybody say good afternoon to each other. I wish you all a very, very pleasant Sunday. Thank you for joining us. It was a nice one. I enjoy these ones as well. Sometimes it's just nice. It's not all about the singing. It's sometimes about having a chat in the chat. I actually enjoy that. That's why I go on Tim's, just because I enjoy the chat box and it's nice to have a chat on it. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Hope your Sunday's good. I can hear it. No, I thought I could hear the Jet 2 flight, but it's not. Have a great one, everybody. Stick a thumbs up on your way out. Really appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one, okay? All the best, and we'll see you the next time. Enjoy your Sundays. Raimundo, I'm going